Venomous snakes, predators that make prey fearful not because of muscle strength, but because just a single bite can change the entire battle. Millions of years of evolution have created almost perfect predators. Venom can stand at the pinnacle of all types of weapons. But it also cannot completely eliminate mistakes. Sometimes just a single decision to lunge forward can completely reverse the situation. Snakes are one of the most cold-blooded and patient predators in nature. They do not need roars, do not need explosive speed, nor do they need prolonged chases to sow fear. Just with the ability to hide weight and unleash an attack in a moment, this reptile can take down prey before the victim even realizes the danger. With venom as the ultimate weapon, they force any challengers to receive a death sentence. In the wild world, snakes are not only terrifying because of their venom or bite, but because they always make the prey realize the danger too late. Shrew versus snake. The shrew is one of the small mammals with the harshest pace of life in nature. Their tiny bodies consume energy extremely fast, forcing this mammal to continuously forage for food almost all day long. Some shrew species have hearts beating hundreds of times per minute, keeping them in a constantly highly active state. If they do not eat for a long time, they can quickly become exhausted due to a massive metabolic rate. As long as it is an animal smaller than them, it can become a perfect meal. Despite having a mouse-like appearance, the shrew is not a true mouse. They belong to the insectivore group, with a long pointed snout and sharp teeth used to catch small prey. Some shrew species can even attack prey larger than their own body size. The most terrifying thing about some shrew species lies in their salivary glands. Their venom is secreted from the submaxillary glands and transmitted into the prey through a bite. Many individuals have very strong territoriality and can lunge to bite and tear their own kind when fighting over living areas or food. However, the shrew's venom is primarily used to paralyze insects, worms, snails, or small animals they hunt, rather than affecting their own kind. A shrew's vision is usually not very outstanding, but its sense of smell and touch are very sensitive. The whiskers around their snout help them sense movement and locate prey extremely accurately. A snake has unwittingly wandered into their foraging area. This small mammal uses its sharp teeth to bite continuously at the head. The venomous saliva has paralyzed the prey and turned it into a protein-rich meal for the tiny predator. Roadrunner versus rattlesnake. The roadrunner is a famous bird, known for its ability to run fast on the ground rather than fly. Its long, hard beak helps the roadrunner peck precisely at the weak points on the prey's body. Long and strong legs help this bird move very quickly across arid lands. The roadrunner can eat insects, lizards, small mice nestlings, and even snakes. The entire desert senses its presence and stays away. With insects or small lizards, they can swallow them whole almost immediately after catching them. Bearing a small and flexible body, the roadrunner can run at speeds of over 30 kilometers per hour on scorching hot sand to hunt. But do not be quick to underestimate this bird. The prey on its menu includes venomous snake species. The roadrunner does not possess complete immunity to the rattlesnake's venom. Therefore, these encounters are always a life and death gamble that this bird must experience. But it does not flinch at all. The rattlesnake coils up ready to unleash a lethal strike. Thanks to the tiny bird's reflex speed being 3 times faster today, luck did not smile upon the rattlesnake. Mongoose versus king cobra. The mongoose is one of the few small mammals that dares to confront venomous snakes head-on. Before a cobra rearing its head high and ready to unleash a deadly bite, they treat it like a playful spar. A small body, fast legs, and extremely keen reflexes help this mammal dodge strikes and counterattack in just a moment. However, what makes them most terrifying is not just their venom tolerance, but how they force the snake to miss its attacks multiple times. In nature, the mongoose is not the largest predator, but for many venomous snakes, they are one of the most unpredictable opponents. The mongoose possesses an ultimate evolved biological weapon. The acetylcholine receptors on their muscle cells have structurally mutated. As a result, the alpha neurotoxin molecules in the king cobra's venom completely slip off, unable to bind to cause paralysis in the mongoose's respiratory system. The mongoose carries a neuromuscular impulse conduction speed among the fastest in the animal kingdom. Its dodging reflex takes only a few dozen milliseconds, allowing it to see through and neutralize the trajectory of the king cobra's lunge right before the venomous fangs touch the skin. However, the king cobra is not like ordinary cobra species. Its venom glands contain a massive capacity. If deeply pinned by the king cobra's fangs and injected with a dose of venom exceeding the threshold, the mongoose's venom-resistant system could still collapse, forcing it to pay with its life. Heron versus snake. Herons are silent predators at the water's edge. They do not need to rush about too much, nor do they need to make noise to overwhelm prey. Their long necks are often coiled like a tightly compressed spring, waiting for the exact moment to launch forward. For them, patience is exactly the first step of the hunt. They typically handle victims in the coldest way possible, swallowing them whole. Some individuals have been recorded swallowing prey of very large sizes relative to their external neck appearance, thanks to a highly elastic esophagus. Even species with hard scales like crocodiles. And what would happen if two omnivores encountered each other at the water's edge? The heron has just snatched a frog. The frog is inherently a very abundant source of nutrition, but precisely because of that, it always becomes the coveted target of countless other predators. The snake is a very cunning, opportunistic predatory species. They always save their strength by snatching the meals of others instead of putting in the effort to hunt themselves. Just waiting for the opponent to slightly lower its guard, the snake immediately jerks it back, slithering quickly onto the shore, taking the frog along into the dense grass patch. But the heron does not easily let it go. At this point, the prey is no longer the frog. It does not take back its food, but decides to eat the robber as well. What you have just witnessed shows that in the world of venomous snakes, venom does not always guarantee victory. Just one misjudgment, a well-timed counterattack, or an unpredictably formidable opponent can cause the hunt to end in a completely opposite way. That is the never-changing law of nature. If you love authentic wildlife footage, please hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to continue exploring many more dramatic confrontations of the natural world. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.